Good day. This week we are learning how to follow like a child. And yesterday we finished on that scripture in Proverbs chapter 3, where it says, trust God from the bottom of your heart. Don't try and figure everything out. And I think that is a key, that we can trust God, and sometimes not just our knowledge or mental capacity, because sometimes we're trying to figure things out in our brain. In Mark 6, verse 52, it says, for the disciples considered not the miracle of the loaves, for their heart was hardened. And actually the word considered there means to meditate. They meditated in such a way that their hearts got hardened and they stopped trusting God, because they thought about how this thing happened and couldn't figure it out. And because of that, their hearts got hard. So I want to encourage you, don't allow your heart to get hardened because you are trying to figure things out on your own. Secondly, the hows and whys and whens always kill dreams. When you have a big God dream, if you try to figure out the strategies and how it's going to happen, man, oftentimes it will kill your dreams. Your responsibility is to ask God, to trust God, and to follow God, not try and figure out how it's going to happen. You know, children don't try and figure out, my mom and dad, I'm taking them somewhere. They just go along with mom and dad because they're following mom and dad. They are trusting their parents. In Proverbs 19:21, it says in the Message, we humans keep brainstorming options and plans, but God's purpose prevails. You know, notice what he's saying there. Humans are brainstorming. We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to strategize, and nothing wrong with that. But I need to be following God's plans. I need to be going with what He is telling me to do. That's why it's so important that I need to be listening to God and following what He's telling me to do. A child knows their parents' voice. And so how does God speak to you? Well, He speaks to you through the Word. He speaks to you by the desires. I'm talking about God-given desires, not selfish, evil desires. And He speaks to you based on your gifts and your personality. And so I can listen to those things and trust that God is leading me. And I want to encourage you, listen to Him, follow Him. Don't try and figure things out. Always remember, you're highly favored and deeply loved of God.